I knew I was abusing alcohol, but I think I didn't realize what that fully meant. I was kind of the awkward, nerdy kid. I wanted to be able to hang out with people, and drinking was the easy way to kind of do that. And then that just kind of, naturally went into undergrad when I was in college, and it just became this, of course, I drink and at the same time pursuing, my biology degree and then my PhD. Right after I left kind of, working in basic research and moved to the industry side of things, where we lived, I could take the train to and from work. An interesting thing about the trains there is that they actually allow drinking on the train. And it was the sort of thing where if I had a rough week, I would do it. If I had a great week, I would do it. And then, it just became today ends and why. Let's have the beer on, let's do my beer on the train routine. Things had been building up and, getting more and more out of control. The pandemic certainly didn't help anything. That put a lot of stress on us. Then we moved in the midst of the pandemic, which was more stress. And so, it became, well, what does Chris do when he's feeling stressed and he drinks? It got to the point where, I would wake up in the morning and I would have the shakes, and I couldn't stop my hand from shaking until I took that first swig out of the bottle. Obviously, I'd been doing many things that were problematic, but that was the first one that kind of, something clicked in my head. And then, really the point where things switched was a few days later. I woke up in the morning and I was shaky, nauseous, head hurting, just feeling like crap. And I was just like, can't do it. I can't do this anymore. And so I pulled out my phone and I Googled how to kill yourself. When you do that search on Google, it's all sorts of resources in suicide prevention. So I had kind of zero idea of what I was signing myself up for or doing or anything. I just knew it was basically, this or death. And I was checked into Rogers that afternoon, that evening. Inpatient was super challenging because I was having to face all of these emotional and mental things that I'd never really addressed in my life at that point, and I was having to face a lot of those, and it made me realize, okay, maybe this is a way out. I'm learning all of these different things about triggers and coping techniques and things, and I'm learning how to talk to people and share to people. Maybe this is what I can do, because I didn't know how to do any of that before. These are the bands from when I was in inpatient at Rogers. At some point when that kind of clicked, it really helped me just reevaluate everything in my life, and it's made me feel happier, feel better. To be 100% honest, I'm still kind of discovering who Chris is now. I am almost 18 months sober. Next month will be 18 months. I'm now somebody who checks in with themselves. I actually am aware of my thoughts and feelings. I think before, I was never in the moment. I learned at Rogers about mindfulness. Again, that wasn't a word in my vocabulary. And the idea of really being in the moment and being aware of what's going on around you in the moment, and how you're thinking and reacting to that. I don't know, it feels weird sometimes, because like I said, I don't fully know who I am. It's so different from how I used to be. But it feels so good, and I could never have gotten to that point without this first step at Rogers.